Hi, I'm Dr. Bhargav Raut from Pathofast Lab, Pune. If you recently received your SGPT or liver function test report and the value is above normal, you might be completely confused as to why this is happening, what are the causes and whether it's dangerous. And today I'm going to give you the top 3 most important reasons and the most commonly ignored reasons why your SGPT may be elevated. So stick with me. Culprit number 1, medicines. Medications are the most common cause of a borderline or a mildly elevated SGPT level. There are almost 50 different medicines which can cause your SGPT or ALT level to go up, and I'm going to give you the different classes of medications, and many of these are really common. You're going to be surprised to learn that the medicines that you take to lower your blood pressure could also be actually raising your SGPT or ALT level, and that is why it's showing up as abnormal on your report. These include the classes of medications which are called diuretics as well as angiotensin receptor blockers. I've included a link to a detailed list of these medications which are on the American Association of Family Physicians website. Please do take a look at that. But these are some of the classes of medicines that are implicated. Number 2 are the antibiotics, medicines that we take to fight against common infections as well as more dangerous infections like tuberculosis, as well as the medicines that we use to fight against fungal infections. All these things can raise your SGPT levels because they also damage your liver mildly. Number 3 are the medicines that we prescribe for depression as well as epilepsy. These medications are also commonly implicated in raising your SGPT levels, so do check whether you're on these medications. Then there are a whole host of other medicines, and the surprising thing is even the medicines that we take for acidity or heartburn are also implicated sometimes in raising your SGPT levels. The second and possibly also a very ignored cause of raised liver enzymes like and raised SGPT are viral infections of the liver. So which are these viral infections that could be causing your SGPT level to rise? The first and the most likely one is hepatitis B. Hepatitis B is a chronic viral infection. It spreads through contaminated body fluids as well as intimate contact without protection. It can cause long-term damage to your liver and can also lead to liver cancer. If you think that you might be having hepatitis B, if you think you are exposed, here are some tests that you can do, which is basically you just need 3 tests: the HbsAg test, the Anti-HBC core antibody, as well as the HbvDNA test. All these 3 tests are going to give you an idea of whether or not you're currently infected with this virus, and you must get treatment if you are. The second common cause is the hepatitis C virus. While this is also a dangerous virus, it also spreads through the similar routes like the hepatitis B virus. It also spreads through use of shared needles, and if you want to diagnose this, you just need 2 simple blood tests, which is the HCV antibody test and the HCV RNA test. Both of these are blood tests, and they will tell you whether you are infected with this virus or not. The third but slightly less common cause of a long-standing elevation in your SGPT, that means your SGPT is elevated for a long time, it could still be also the hepatitis A virus. Now this spreads through food and contaminated water. It does cause your hepatitis, and an elevation of your liver enzymes like the SGPT enzyme, and a simple anti-HAV IgM test, which is also a blood test, can tell you whether you are infected with this. All the tests that I've listed on this page are simple blood tests. You can actually get all of them done in just one sample. So if you think you have been exposed to one of these viruses, do go in and get a detailed hepatitis viral panel done. These are the only tests that you need. The next and possibly a lifestyle related cause, which is maybe even more rampant than everything else that I've already mentioned, is obesity, weight gain because of poor lifestyle, lack of exercise, eating too many sugary foods, or drinking too much. So how can you know whether this is the reason for your SGPT elevation? Well, here is a simple checklist that I've provided. The first thing that you need to check is your BMI as well as your waist size. Now BMI is something that you can calculate by taking your height as well as your weight and putting it into a simple online calculator. I've included a link to that in the description. The BMI, any BMI that is above 23 is bad and could definitely be a sign that this is the reason why you have a fatty liver and your SGPT level is high. In terms of waist size, if your waist size is more than 31 inches for men or more than 29 for women, you are at risk for fatty liver, and this could also be one of the reasons why your SGPT is elevated. Let's go to the next thing, whether you've recently had a sugar test done or a cholesterol test done. If you haven't had one, please go in and have that test done. For sugar, I recommend the HbA1c test, which is a 3-month average of your blood sugar. This is a simple blood test. If your value is more than 6.4, you're probably already diabetic, and that could be one of the causes because of which your liver is getting damaged. The other thing is that if your LDL cholesterol, which is one of the things which will be included in your cholesterol test, if your LDL cholesterol is more than 100, that is definitely dangerous, and it could be one of the causes for fatty liver. The last thing that you need to check is how often do you drink in a week. If you drink anything more than one time in a week, you are at risk of liver damage because of drinking, and this could also be the reason why your SGPT is elevated. So these are the lifestyle reasons because of which your SGPT could be elevated, because your lifestyle is putting load on your liver and damaging your liver.